I can't.
Oh, it's so good.
This is so weird.
This is weird and cool.
Everyone, I no. Everyone, I no. No. No.
Stop singing silence now.
Welcome to Everyone I Know, the podcast where we talk about the mundane. We're here. We're not in the Troy Castle in the sky. No, we're in Albany, baby.
Yeah.
Our native land. Where our apartments are.
Yeah, we're at my place today recording a little different episode, but we'll get into that a little bit later. If you're listening, thanks for listening. This episode of Everyone Know is brought to you by Audible.com. If you want a free audiobook and a trial membership to Audible.com, you can go to audibletrial.com/EIK. I am listening to The Expanse.
Yeah, fuck you, Bezos. They don't pay us.
But if you don't want an audiobook and you still want to support the cats, Andy, how can you do that?
Oh, baby, you can get a candle. You can get a statue if you go to patreon.com/everyone I know.
At you right
Isn't
now.
that great?
It's
Isn't
fucking
it cool?
weird.
We're at Chris's house, just so everyone knows. Oh, we're here with my lovely brother, Chris,
Hey, what's going on, guys?
and my producer, Brendan.
What's up?
That was
Oh, wow.
nothing. I was expecting a,
I never do that.
Yeah, well,
You do
whatever.
it like every
man.
fucking episode, bro.
You can go to patreon.com/everyone. We have the pleasure today to be with a very chill, so chill and relaxed. Your mom, I love this kind of music band. No, we're a Spell Runner. What's up, guys?
Yo,
Hey.
what's up?
We've got the most people we've had in the studio ever, and maybe ever again.
Yeah.
So why don't we go around the horn and introduce ourselves and say what position you guys play on the baseball team?
Cool. I'm Matt. I do the singing, the vocals.
So that would make you the
That's
pitcher.
what, so I'm, yeah.
That's the pitcher.
Yeah. I like that.
I'm Keefer. I play the bass guitar.
Catcher.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. I'll take it. He
all
catches
right.
all the bullshit. I'll
Yeah,
say
he
that.
does. He does.
I was almost picturing bass guitar to be like a first bass player.
I really need someone else
Oh, yeah,
to
it's a
come
base-
in on
it's
the
a base-
baseball references because I don't know.
So
Yeah.
I don't
that
know.
Part
That
makes
works
sense, but I
out.
just
Drop the
feel
ball
like,
on that one.
or like a shortstop. I don't know. He's like in every song he plays for sure.
All right, let's get through the introduction, please, man, before.
I'm Ben. I play the drums. I don't know what position that would make me.
Drums actually is
Umpire.
catcher. Umpire.
the bass, right? I don't know. I don't know anything about baseball.
Jason on guitar.
And he's the Peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Hey.
All right. If you're new to the program, we do a little segment before every episode, recapping last week's episode called the Old Man Minute.
Yes, our father listens to the podcast and he sends us an email recapping last week. I can't read out loud, but
You have to.
Brendan can't read.
This
today
is
'cause they have
Chris's
a
king
microphone.
speech moment.
All right.
Speak.
Do you want me to read your dad's email?
Do you mind?
Oh, the
yes.
pleasure.
Here he is.
He said he started with a thing that I've never seen in an email before. It just says "good day,"
Yep.
like G with the apostrophe. Like, good day. Good day,
Australian
everyone.
sounds
I
Sounds
know.
like a
mates.
cool dad.
Oh,
Cool,
your
Dad.
phone locked right when I went to read it.
Good.
There we go. All right. Good day, everyone I know, mates. Well, I did another faceplant. I was vacuuming out my Jeep Compass on Thursday night.
Sponsorship.
I tripped over the shop vac hose and ended up on the floor of the garage. The sad thing is that I was sober. I'm pretty sure I either broke or cracked the bridge of my nose, and I probably have a hairline fracture over my eye. The good news is that I've been breaking Vader's balls by telling people, Marianne said to say I fell off the swing, and next time Marianne says to empty the dishwasher, I'm just going to do it without any attitude. Let's go. He starts talking about Midsummer.
Yeah, that's last week's
nice.
episode was about Midsummer.
Yeah,
Cool.
we did
Haven't seen it
Midsummer.
yet.
Have
Ooh,
not
it's
seen it. Don't
good.
not seen
Spoiled
it
the
yet.
director's
I'm hoping
cut.
that your dad reveals a spoiler in an email. that you
No
sent.
spoilers. No spoilers.
There's not a lot
I
to
didn't bet it.
spoil, honestly.
He said, I didn't see the movie, which is
there
a
we
good
go.
sign. It's probably not spoilers, but I read the Wikipedia synopsis. And then I watched several trailers. That's like the most Cliff Notes, like, this dude did not study for this. I saw a very toned-down version of the movie in 1978. It was made for TV miniseries called The Dark Secret of Harvest Home. It's pretty much the same plot, pagan ritual that happens every 7 years to ensure good corn crops. Call me stupid, but I always thought that decent weather, ample rain, and insecticide was pretty much that formula.
How you gonna get the rain though, you loser? You gotta kill people.
Yeah. Rain just doesn't happen.
No.
I guess that decapitating a guy who impregnated the next Harvest Queen and spreading his blood on the fields just improves the chances. Spoiler alert.
That's
One
not in
interesting
that song.
parallel
That
was
doesn't-
that women were the
Brother.
dominant in the sex cult. Hashtag boys are stupid.
Wait, he's using hashtags now?
Yeah,
Who taught him these hashtags?
I don't
so
know,
he
dude.
put the
That's a hip
hashtag
dad.
in quotes and then he separated spaces between all the words. So it's really just hashtag boys. And then the two words are stupid.
Oh boy.
Just a couple other observations. Pell was a dick that lured his friends to be sacrificed. Swedish food really does suck. The Cortezes visited their ex-daughter-in-law
Cortese.
and
Yeah.
granddaughter there, and Greg said, "Thank God for McDonald's." And I thought that was mise en scene, was the salad dressing that I got at Mitsuba's. Love the old man. P.S. Chris, President Trump made an appearance at a wedding in New Jersey. I'll see what I can do for you and Miss Julie.
Very nice.
Thanks, old man.
Keeping us on our toes.
All right.
Yeah. That was a pretty succinct description of the movie, I think.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, how you gonna get that crop
Don't
to
even
grow?
need to see it now.
You should, though. It's a great
You could
fun
just
movie.
read the
Oh.
Wikipedia synopsis and watch several trailers and you're set.
I'm telling you, dude, you got to eat a pop brownie before you go. That's watching the movie on hard mode. It is.
Hard mode, I'm with it.
On that note, we're moving on now to topic number.
He's doing wacky shit with the sound.
One.
We can't hear because we don't have.
You can't. You just
It looks cool.
can't. Topic number one.
Topic one is we're gonna talk a little
Just the
bit.
fellas
Yeah, just
on
the
topic
fellas.
number one.
Yes, sure. We're going to talk today a little bit about the volume of the music that you're driving your car with, the type of music maybe, and maybe if that type of music dictates the volume of the music, so on and so forth. There's different situations where you have it high, you have it low, that type of thing.
The whole batch, though. I want to know someone drives by you on the
Yeah, what do you
street, bumping their tunes. Do you jam out? Do you pretend you don't hear it? Do you mockingly dance at them? Do you try a new dance that you've never done before?
Do you put your windows up and look straight forward?
Do you go for mashup between you and their music, competing? What do you guys think? First of all, let's get everyone's opinion on what's your feeling about loud music in cars. Period. For it or against it?
I'm for it.
For it.
Well, when you live on Lark Street, you tend to be against.
Yeah, I guess
default.
I'm for it in my car when I have
Yeah,
volume on
definitely.
it, but
You want to hear it 24/7, just live on Lark.
Yeah, it depends for me. If I'm in the car, if I'm in the van, the Spell Runner van, it needs to be high because
The
the
mystery
fucking
machine.
van's loud as hell. But
correct.
if I'm just trying to chill after a long day, I don't want to hear loud music. Maybe something mellow.
Yeah, it just depends on the situation. Or like how many people are in your car.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
vibe
for
is-
sure.
I would say when I'm driving and it's just me, loud music. When I'm driving with any other soul in the car, it's just a reasonable volume. Everyone can hear it if the conversation lulls, but it can be right out of the way. So I like to hear people talk. I don't like to be in a loud car when I'm trying
Yeah.
to communicate. Like
I agree with
For
that.
sure.
What if you're not trying to communicate?
then, well,
Loud music.
yeah, loud music. Like if I'm in
Drowning
the car
me
with
out.
my mother-in-law, take my wife.
They go, please.
Okay, so you said mellow music. What's the loudest mellow music you've heard coming out of a car?
Dave Matthews Band. Like no question.
yeah, yeah.
Somebody just blasting
that's
Dave
probably
Matthews
accurate.
Band.
I played Red House Painter on the way over here at like 40.
Nice.
Like as loud as it would go. It didn't seem loud enough, but I was just like trying to get loud sad. Not like a quiet.
Get the vibe right.
Yeah.
I played Fleetwood Mac a little loud today.
Oh, hell yeah.
Talking
Yeah,
pre or post rumors era. And they still liked each other. I remember one time I was walking over by my old apartment, and these guys rolled up and they're playing. I'm gonna fuck it up. It's November by Earth, Wind and Fire? I always say September. I think it's November.
I think
but
it's September.
Is it September?
Yeah.
Just make the names and the months different. They rhyme. And I can't do it. But anyway, so they came up and they were playing is "Do You Remember?"
Well, that's
It's
September 100%. I wasn't sure if that was the
September.
song I was thinking. Yeah, that's September,
anyway,
dude.
and so this guy came up and me and my lovely girlfriend Olivia, we just start laughing outwardly we couldn't contain ourselves because it was very, very loud, and we just started like kind of dancing to it. And the guy stopped at the stoplight and just looked at us, and he goes, "Do you remember?"
Hell yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, that's right." Okay.
You've never gotten high and listened to like a bunch of Earth, Wind, and Fire, like real loud. It bangs.
Oh, fuck
and
yeah,
I
dude.
respect that dude for playing whatever month that song is called really loudly.
I mean,
October.
I'm not saying that I was laughing because the song was bad. I love that song. But I was laughing because it was so fucking loud. And it was just like, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so what's your loud music of choice?
I kind of just hit Spotify and shuffle and let it rip, to be honest.
You play it all loud as a punk.
Well, yeah.
I'm
On the
punk
way-
rock, so I play it all
I
loud.
do that too. do that too.
Um,
I think like when I'm listening to Gucci Mane though, I'm normally like blaring it while I'm on the highway, and I turn it a little down when I'm going through the city.
I was just gonna bring that up. If like I'm driving like from work, I'm gonna blast some music because I'm so pissed off from work, and then I'll come up to the stop sign, stop lane. Just let's turn down a little bit. They don't need to hear that. I don't want to ruin their day.
if I know where I'm going, I'll turn it up. But if I like need directions, like the loudness is gonna distract me, so I'll turn it down.
Or sir, or in if you've got like Google Maps going and you're playing, it's like turn left. Like, cuts out real quick.
Exactly.
Really fucks up the vibe.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think I definitely think that the type of music determines how loud you play it. So you were saying that you're playing Gucci Mane, so you're playing rap. I think that if I'm playing I'll play electronic music really loud, like really loud.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to educate the masses, like play like some good shit,
Get your
you know.
dance on.
But yeah, I think that if I'm playing something that I know is a certified banger, I will play it loud. I'm not gonna I don't think I can go the same route as you and do the shuffle play loud music, because what if someone finds
Here's
my
call
have
it
it
jump. You gotta fight 'em.
exactly
That's too much of a
You're
curveball.
passing the aux to an algorithm if you do that.
Exactly.
And you're asking it to not play like trash, but you don't know what it's going to play. It's a computer.
Shuffle all
Sabotage
day.
the shit out of you.
I'm
You're at a
indecisive, so I just
stoplight.
have to hit shuffle. Plus, Spotify has this new thing where you got to follow every band. So otherwise, to make it alphabetized in your the songs you save.
Oh yeah.
So now it's just a jumbled mess, and I'll I want to listen to this, but I have to find it, and it's really hard. So I'll just usually hit shuffle now. Dang, fuck you, Spotify.
For
Unless you sponsor this podcast, so never mind.
And if you want to listen to us, we're on Spotify.
Oh yeah, we are on Spotify.
Who I
But
know,
also, fuck you, Spotify. Pay people more, I think.
Or
Yeah,
pay us anything.
definitely.
That'd be kind of
Seriously.
cool.
Yeah.
I know, like when I jump into my girlfriend's Honda Fit and it like connects to my Bluetooth, it just opens my Apple Music. It opens the Apple Music. I mean, it's not
Well, I
that.
think
It's
Andy
like
could-
I
it's
could die in that thing if I crash.
I was
you
gonna
know?
say his girlfriend's got one.
That's not punk rock.
Great cars.
Yeah, they
Bluetooth
fit
works
literally
every
everything.
Did you guys
You
all
know?
have a song that would start playing when your shit connects, like you were just
Yeah,
talking
you
about?
too.
Yeah.
I somehow got
or,
it off, but
or if you're
it's
Jason,
that.
fucking Burn Rate by Spellrunner.
that is awkward.
check it
Every
out.
time you get in your car, it just plays a song.
It plays my own band really loud, and it's to be honest, it's quite embarrassing.
Mine used to play. What was it? It was a Dying Fetus song, and it was like it started with an A, so it was like in the beginning, and it was something crazy, but it would scare the shit out of me. Like 'cause at nighttime, like sometimes I'd get home and the music would be loud. And in the morning, I'm not trying to have it be that loud, and like death metal just starts playing full volume at like 8 a.m. when you're supposed to go to work. It's kind of like,
No, before you turn your car off, you put it on NPR. So when you get up in the morning, that's all you got to hear.
oh, Terry
Damn.
Gross,
Good tip.
Pro
great
tip.
voice.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not very tidy about the volume change. Like when you turn off your car, you should just kind of turn your volume down. Just if I was a sound engineer like Brendan, who tells me every time to start low and then turn up, I would do it correctly, but I don't because I'm a big dipshit, famous dipshit. Okay, so now we've all established our own habits. What about when you encounter someone else's loud music on the street? What's your policy on that?
Battling.
You're battling.
I'm gonna go higher.
Yeah.
You're gonna go higher. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
turn
go
your
higher.
okay.
Normally go higher.
If-
But I gotta switch the music real quick.
Gonna
Okay.
Gotta
really
be mad
rock that Honda
aggressive.
Fit.
Yeah.
You gotta,
yeah,
you gotta,
right.
you gotta
Get it
take
fucking
out your.
bumping.
Oh fuck! You gotta take out your Caterpie and put in your Charizard.
Yeah.
Boom.
You
I
gotta
gotta,
experience
I gotta whip
bonus.
up YouTube and hit Age of Quarrel real quick, and then flip it on because it ain't on Spotify. So
Yeah, there's a weird recording on Spotify.
yeah, it's not good. Chromex.
Okay, so what about if you're on foot and you have no way to battle the sound? What's your game?
I
Oh,
know.
if I'm like chilling at a bus stop and someone's just bumping their shit loud, I'm annoyed. Unless I have my headphones in,
I'm annoyed.
it's always awful because I don't want to be taking the bus, and I also probably don't want to be listening to this random person's music really loud. So I'm already mad, and then I'm just mad more.
Yeah.
So
I was living in Cohoes when that most recent Eminem album came out,
Oh.
and I heard like all of it before I ever like pressed play on it. Like every person who was driving by just had it on, and I was like, I know why you like this. But I heard like most of the album, and people would talk about it and be like, oh yeah, I remember that song. I don't know what it's called or like what track it is on there, but
Yeah, that was a gray Camry, and that was an Impala that had it. Okay. I've taken to assessing the music and giving my fair judgment of what I think of it as they go by. So if it's good, I'll give them a firm head nod. If I could reach, I'd give them a firm handshake. If it's bad, I give them a big no.
yeah, I can respect that. I mean, it's
You've
just,
never done that, Andy.
You've never been on the street with me.
I have multiple times.
I'm playing a character right now.
Gotcha, sorry.
I'm playing cool, assertive guy. All the world is a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen a lot of people playing some pretty bad stuff, and just too loud to enjoy.
yeah. And when they sing along to it and you don't like it, it's even worse. But I guess they got to express themselves too.
I like people
Go to
that
the
go to
people's music.
the spot with the vacuums at the gas station, like clean up the car, and they're just bumping music
Wow, at
so
the-
loud the
that
entire
is
24
unacceptable.
hours
I'm sorry, like driving down the street playing some loud music. Okay, whatever. But if
You're
you're
a
like,
moving target.
Yeah, if you're like at a place where you're getting a service done, or there's other people that have to like commune with you, just fucking turn it down just a little bit.
Dunkin' Donuts parking lot, the corner of Madison and Lark on
Oh, yeah.
any
My
given
favorite
night.
place. Great donuts.
I
Great
also-
donuts, great shoppers.
Motorcycle speakers are the fucking worst.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
How
don't
are they
just-
louder than car speakers?
I don't understand. It's
Yes,
like
they
the
must
loudest
be,
clock
right?
radio.
How do they get blasted in the face with that? Is what I want to know, though.
That's how they stay awake, maybe.
It must
I
be
don't
the
know.
only way you
I
can hear it
imagine.
over the sound of like being on a motorcycle. But why not
No
just have
wind.
like
Headphones.
headphones or
Yeah.
something? It seems like we
'Cause
have
it's
enough
cool,
technology
duh.
to figure this out.
It's really badass.
Nobody can hear that new Fire Miley Cyrus track. You're fucking.
You want to hear Panda by Designer over and over.
Well, it's always like classic rock dude.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Boomer
Of
guy
course.
that's
Yeah.
got it, like
I don't know,
mad
some of
loud on
them-
his touring bike, and he's
Some
like,
of them
got
12
two
o'clock
flags
boys, I
flying
don't know,
off of
man. Times are changing. Motorcycles, times are changing.
We should
what do you
all get
mean? Just like
motorcycles.
younger people buying motorcycles?
Oh, just the different cultures, you know.
Oh,
12,
yeah, yeah.
The 12 o'clock boys. You know about
12
them,
o'clock
right?
Wait,
boys.
what-
Yo,
no,
I
it's the
support
12.
the 12 o'clock
We-
boys.
Are those
I mean,
the
I back
illegal
'em.
ATV guys?
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
whip
dirt
wheelies
bikes,
Oh, those
down
guys
the
are
road.
awesome. They
Yeah.
look
12
very,
o'clock boys
very-
all day.
So
They're
dangerous.
tough as fuck.
But great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see them whenever I go to the Spectrum. They always go down the street really fucking
Always.
loud.
Yeah.
They're like chaotic neutral.
Yeah, I would definitely put that as their
It's like
alignment.
breaking rules.
I
but
saw
not,
one of
like-
them doing a wheelie and came to a stoplight and held his wheelie. It was
Wow,
very
That's
impressive.
just skill. Pure
So
skill
do
right
they
Can we
there.
class
contact these
loud
people
music?
and get them on the podcast?
That would be,
Honestly,
that would
I
be
would
great.
love
You
to
would
hear
not
that.
be able
I
to
would
do the
tune in.
podcast because they would do it. They would all be on ATVs.
with a fucking ATV.
Like, you just hear 10 motors running, be like, all right, the last podcast we had was pretty big, but we have 18 ATVs in this driveway, and we're trying to record right now.
Just one of them doing circles around.
Yeah,
us.
they're going to need a height,
All
man.
the donuts.
You probably just have to get bikes yourselves or ATVs and just record
Mopeds.
alongside them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, dude.
Mopeds.
Yeah, dude. You and me on mopeds.
Yep.
Them on their cool big boy bikes.
Yeah.
And we all
We have one moped. We're just on the same one.
We've got a shotgun mic. And
You each have 2 mics in your hands, like
We've
holding
only
out to
got
the
one
sides.
mic. Hit in the face with shit. Those really dumb helmets on. That'd be
Oh,
great.
dude, I want one of those the Mohawk helmets. You know,
Oh, hell
the
yeah.
ones that like people go to like white power rallies with. They look like a mall ninja.
God damn.
Oh,
Those
dude,
are
that
great.
story of the fucking mall ninja guy that got gunned down. Like I think it was like 3-4 weeks ago. He was doing something. He went to go raid some building. I think it was like a QAnon guy or whatever. But just the picture of him, he's just like someone's dad in a balaclava.
Oh, damn. Jesus.
And he got.
Was he
iced.
trying to like rob a place or something?
He was trying to do some white nationalist shit, I think.
Oh.
So I mean, we're all happy he's dead.
Where was this?
But
I don't know. It was somewhere in America.
Ah,
But yeah, he just like mall ninja to the extreme.
damn.
I saw a really good meme about it directly after we were playing D&D. It just had rolling a critical miss, and then it was just a picture of him.
Holy shit.
It was good. It was good. I'm glad he's dead.
that guy was trying to create like a perfect race and ended up becoming like a D&D meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's immortal.
He's
now,
a
I guess.
critical fail, dude.
Yeah.
He'll live on through podcasters mocking him after he's dead.
Yeah.
All right. So what music was he playing? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, what was he playing?
What was his soundtrack?
Yeah. What was he going into?
Dude, he was going in there. He just finished, right through the Wiggles, all through, because he dropped his
He
kid.
was having fruit salad.
He's
then?
well, yeah.
That what it was?
Fruit salad, yummy.
Yeah.
Then straight back to back Baby Shark, do. And then because he was dropping off his kids because his
Baby
wife
shark,
took the
do,
kids,
do,
and
do,
now
do,
he
do,
can't live with
shark,
them,
do, do,
which
do.
is why he's now doing internet stuff. That's generally the mark of someone who's been through a bad divorce.
Moving on now.
Sorry.
Is that the Black Mirror episode pitch? That you
Yeah.
just did?
Yeah.
In a world. All right, so final thoughts on music, blast music out of cars.
Yeah.
Cars are a
really.
cool place to listen to music.
Yeah, I
They
don't.
are.
I guess
Do
at
it.
the end of the day, I don't give a fuck.
Not at the 24-hour vacuum place in
Just
Troy.
like,
Yeah.
don't make other people do the shit that you're doing.
But if you're listening to a podcast and it's everyone I know,
Make sure to yell
It's
when you
really
get to that
loud.
stop
Right.
sign. Go rate, review, subscribe.
Yeah.
I always listen to audible.com at full volume in my car and at like 1.25 speed because I'm very impatient.
Just brushing my teeth with my Quip,
yo, I tried to get them. They said no.
They said, well, dang. You don't know what
Fuck
you're
Quip.
missing, Quip.
Yeah, dude, fuck Quip. And Dollar Shave Club.
We're just kidding if you sponsor us.
Oh, seriously, yeah, no, we'll take your money.
Oh, Harry's, give me that fucking guap. All right, on that note, we're moving on now to topic.
Just some of the best transitions ever.
Oh, you don't. Oh, if you only knew. If you
Yeah.
only knew.
You turn those knobs.
and
They're so
Okay.
good. They're so good. All right, topic number 2 is you boys. So why don't you? Do you wanna?
You want to take it away, Jason?
Who's
Jason
who's
had a
king of
really-
band?
King of
Man,
Man.
Who's king of
You know,
band?
this is really-
Who is leader?
It's a fight between me
It's
and
a
Keefer.
I think it's a constant.
I'm gonna
it's
let
a constant pecking order.
I'm gonna let
thing.
Jason take this one away.
we'll let
He's the
let
king right
Jason
now.
Be,
I guess this segment would be called "Getting More Than You Bargained For" with opening acts.
Yeah.
You want to take it away, Ben?
Well, just to introduce it, we saw Stepdad. We got to talk about Stepdad. That's kind of how we thought of this topic.
All right.
I mean, the
So-
things you would see when you pull off.
Give it some
a
context.
All right, all right.
random
On tour,
road.
you always get that one-off show that you know is going to be weird. And we were at one. Where were we at?
Knoxville,
Knoxville,
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee. They're all great people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say anything bad about them. But a couple of the opening acts were electronic noise acts. Is that what they dubbed themselves?
There's like spoken word over like weird shit made on like a fucking like synth or something.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Nice.
very
It's
hard to
wild.
articulate what we
That's what
saw.
I'm bumping at the stop signs.
But there was this act called Stepdad, and it was this dude who, he had the whole stepdad vibe. He had like what do you have, Matt? The
like wired frame glasses.
Hell yeah.
short shorts,
Short.
the
A
mustache.
dad mustache.
Yeah, he was stepdad out,
Wow.
But he was also, when we got there, he introduced himself as like I forget what his actual name was, but then he started just crushing bushes. And he was like, I
Yeah,
gotta
off
get
the
in the
rip.
character. And we're like,
That was
okay.
part of
Yeah, he went
Nice.
full
That was
stepdad.
part of
Off
it.
the
He's
rip.
like, I'm always drunk when I do
He
stepdad.
That's
he also
beautiful.
gave a disclaimer before he performed.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
because it was definitely needed.
What was
He
the
did a big like
disclaimer?
content trigger warning in the beginning, saying like I'm talking about like he's dealing with some stuff he had gone through with like suicide and like depression and different weird stuff that had happened to him, and he was doing it in this really interesting and bizarre way.
He also gave the disclaimer that all of it was true.
Okay.
which
Yeah.
which was
Interesting.
the scariest part maybe. But he started off, so he's playing this weird ambient noise, and he has this xylophone set up on a chair. So in between these dark stories of his life,
Is it like
he's just
it's like a kid's xylophone?
yes,
Or-
a kid's,
yeah,
a
pretty
kid's
much,
xylophone.
It was
like
like
a Fisher
it
Price.
was like you would see it in a music class. Like
Yeah, it wasn't
I mean,
like
it was-
yeah,
yeah.
You didn't go to Target and
like
pull off a
it rang
shelf. It
notes
wasn't
out,
like
but
that.
It
but-
wasn't intended to be placed on like a folding metal chair in the middle of this like warehouse and played by a guy in booty shorts that was like
Yeah.
visibly intoxicated.
Wait, how did we miss the booty shorts? How is this not mentioned?
He had booty
Yeah,
shorts on.
hot
Said
dad
daddy.
booty
I think it was part of the stepdad thing.
No, they said Kentucky girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
I missed
Alright.
that. I actually didn't know.
Yeah.
That's
He was
He had-
to the
Hell yeah.
details.
Yeah.
Important detail. But anyway, his first story, he goes off on this tangent, and it's playing this really like dark, ominous music, and he tells a story about the first time he tried to kill himself, I believe. So he goes into downtown Knoxville, from what I gathered, and he says, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to kill myself, so I might as well try crack for the first time. So he finds somebody.
well, never done it. Might as well now.
It goes from 0 to 100 real quick.
Stepdad's a man with nothing to lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I
For sure.
respect it. This was raw art, you know, and
Still picture
Yeah,
him
and
wearing
just
those
super
frameless
Just so I
wire.
don't know if it's coming across when we're talking about it. We love this fucking dude.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah.
was
Well, I
this
can't
was
help
genuine.
Admiration.
Very
but
great.
Yeah.
Like none of this is meant to like make fun of him in any way. It's just meant to like bring about how like bizarre the experience was and how much it like affected us. Where we're still thinking about
Yeah,
it.
for sure. Shout out to stepdad.
Yeah.
So in the story, he decides he's going to kill himself, so he's going to try crack for the first time. Meets this dude. I think he does coke or crack. I'm not sure. It was hard to make out. I was very scared at the time.
Perfect time to do drugs.
Somebody tries to stab him in the stomach, he says, and at that point in time, he decided that he wanted to live. So it starts to take a positive note, but
Okay.
he's working through all of his like childhood trauma, which I think is where the nod to stepdad comes from. I think he's got a lot of trauma he's trying to work out with his own stepdad.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
sure.
so he's not the stepdad, but he's embodying the character
Yes.
of stepdad.
From what I gathered.
During all this too, he's like breaking down in tears.
Yeah, he was
a lot of like
full blown crying.
pulling his hair
Yeah.
that wasn't there, kind of like
And
trying
the-
to like just pull at it. Yeah.
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 And the stuff he was saying flew between being like maybe almost rapping like slam poetry kind of thing to like just spoken poetry to like sometimes yelling. Sometimes it went with the
Circles,
music seemingly, and
circling.
then sometimes it was like crowd work.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
he would like start yelling at
Oh,
people,
yeah.
Yelling in the
He was
face.
his stepdad yelling at him, and at one point he
Giving
like
him
made this dude
jabs.
just play the xylophone and kept yelling at him to play the xylophone. Every time he'd stop, he'd be like, keep playing, keep playing. And then he went outside and smoked a cigarette and kept popping his head back in, being like, don't stop playing, don't stop playing. And we're all like, is this part of the thing? Like, does he always do this?
Yeah.
I
That's-
think the funniest part, it wasn't funny, but I think what made me laugh was this point where he was just slamming on the xylophone, right? And he's like slamming it so hard, breaks it, right? Breaks the stick. And this woman who looked kind of out of place to me because she was just like, looked very well put together. She just walks up with a mic and she's like, you want that mic'd? We should mic this. And holds the mic right up next to the xylophone as he's smashing it with like almost nothing at that point. But it was great.
She was
That
also passing
I
out
loved
Bud
it.
Lights to the crowd.
Yeah. So I think she might have been in on it.
I think that might have been the point where Keefer thought that this was like a cult setup and we were going to be killed and robbed
I was
and sacrificed.
honestly for a moment. I was. If you've ever seen the movie Green Room,
I was about to say, that's
I
a Green
thought
Room moment.
for a moment I started.
very Green
I was
Room.
looking all around me for exits. I thought they were going to turn on us and start attacking us. To be honest, because it
I
was
can
a little
confirm Keefer
overwhelming.
was 100% shook.
Yeah, I was pretty
Yeah,
shook because he was
for
just
sure.
He
breaking
was
down in
looking
front of
around
us.
at a certain
and
point, and I thought something was wrong.
I thought,
Fucking
I thought
Captain
some shit
Kirk
was about to
shows
go
up. Not
down.
Captain Kirk. What's the guy from Star Trek? Can't think of the name of the actor.
Picard, but
Picard,
that's
yeah.
Sir Patrick Stewart.
Yes, Patrick Stewart shows
Yeah,
up out of
exactly.
nowhere.
Exactly. I was like, well,
He's
this is
real
how
nice.
it happens.
Well, the test that you had to go through is if you cried at his performance. If you had cried, you'd be fine, but you didn't cry, so now you get
You're
stabbed
done.
with a fluorescent light bulb or
Yeah.
something.
Stabbed, and here's the crack pipe.
Yeah,
it
movie
was
rules.
rough.
The very end where he makes that kid play the xylophone while he goes outside and smokes a cigarette, I think how he ended it was genius. So he comes back in, and instead of the attention being on him, he somehow just passed the buck to this kid who was playing the xylophone, raised his hand, and made everybody applaud this kid. And that's how it ended. And he just left,
awesome.
and everybody was still applauding this kid.
Yeah.
I thought it was genius.
I like that he went on kind of a long thing too about like, you know, if you need help, like go after it. Like,
Oh,
you
for
can
sure.
call me at any time. I'll talk to you. Like, I've been through a ton of shit, and he was just like talking about all this stuff. But he would go through the poetry, and every once in a while there'd be a line about something like just super dark, and you're like, whoa, I think this guy's like a wealth of
Yeah.
like pain.
They'd cut you deep. They cut
Yeah.
you deep
Yeah.
for sure.
Shout out to stepdad.
Shouts.
Yeah.
I wish you were my stepdad.
He's all of our stepdads.
Yeah.
He's your stepdad now. I don't know what to tell you.
He is.
Him and your mom are very happy, so if you make a fuss about it, you're
Thanks,
really
Mom.
making it stir.
Oh shit! I saw a dude in a horse mask play Piano Man one time, but
Oh, yeah. New Orleans.
Interesting.
That's
Yeah, that was good.
Where was this at? Like a bar or something?
yeah, it
Or,
was
like,
it was in New Orleans.
Okay.
Piano bar,
that makes
right?
sense.
Yeah.
No.
Wasn't a paid situation? Someone.
Yeah, it was a rather large guy, and he's playing Piano Man. He's like, all right, you put $20 in my jar, I'll take my shirt off. And then $20.
All right.
And he's like, all right, another $20, put the horse mask on, and put the horse mask on. It was really good too.
It's like the
That's a
invention
cool
of
gig.
camming almost.
Yeah.
Analog
more-
camming.
20 more bucks and you get
IRL,
to see
man.
feet.
You should teach him about like Patreon. He'll be like, "What? I can do this like from the safety of my
Mind
house."
blown.
We saw, as far as just like good opening acts, like ones that I've been surprised by, we saw Thelma and the Sleaze.
Yo, yeah, they're
I
fucking
saw
Oh,
them at
holy
this
crap.
festival
Yeah.
in South Carolina this
They
summer.
rule. You guys
go to Soup?
fucking ripped.
They
Yeah.
are so good. They opened up for Eagles of Death Metal.
I'm not big on Jesse's
Oh.
politics now, but
Oh, is Jesse? He's cuckoo crazy.
oh
right?
yeah, no. After the Paris thing, he went a little nuts.
Yeah.
Is this one of the people from Dumb and the Sleaze?
No,
They're
Eagles
from-
of Death Metal.
yeah.
Oh.
So
Yes.
they opened
That's
for
the
Eagles of
place that
Death
got-
Metal. He's the guy.
Yeah.
He's in Queens. Good
No,
friends
no.
with the guy
So-
from Queens.
Josh Homme from Queens started Eagles of Death Metal
Right.
with Jesse Hughes,
Right.
and he
Yeah.
plays drums in that.
They were like the Paris shootings that happened. They like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
they were the concert that was happening during that. So rattle his brain.
What?
Oh, we've got a producer.
Yeah, I'm stepping up to the microphone.
Uh oh.
Some show that
Sorry, Dad showed
that I
up.
saw once was I saw Neil Hamburger open for Faith No More.
Who's Neil Hamburger?
Neil Hamburger is an anti-comedian who gets up and tells bad,
He just kills
offensive
comedians.
jokes. He gets up and tells bad, offensive jokes.
Ah, I love
And just
this
kind of
already.
pisses the audience off. And then when they inevitably heckle him, he just starts calling them pigs and screaming at them and like throwing things.
Oh yeah.
So we went to see Faith No More, and it was like this weekend was, and it was on the Brooklyn waterfront, and it was just like no shade, sun beating down, like the worst day ever, and
the prime time to do this.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Neil
yeah.
Hamburger comes out and does like a 45-minute bad comedy set,
Jesus.
and people are like screaming for Faith No More to come out, and he's like, and now favorite jokes from my career, and people were just freaking out. And finally, he goes off stage. Faith No More plays. They go. People start chanting for an encore.
Oh,
Neil
he
Hamburger
can-
walks back out.
Hell
Yes.
He does another 15 minutes. He's like, look, Faith No More said that if you guys chant Smash Mouth 250 times, they'll come out and play their best songs. Smash Mouth 1. Smash Mouth 2. I think he got up to like 30. And then finally, Faith No More did come out and play some of their best songs.
Hell yeah.
Do you think that Neil Hamburger has like a security detail? Like, I feel like a lot of people want to beat him up.
I feel like he would like to get beaten up because if it was on video, that'd be really good for what he does.
thing,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Another time, my band was opening, we were playing last. We were at a Masonic temple.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Gnostic temple. Yeah, it was. When we got there was clearly a meth lab in the back. There was all kinds of like shit going on in the back, and they quickly hurried us out of that room. It was very weird. It was like on a dead end, and the first opening band comes, and there was like 3 people there. And the opening band plays 1.5 songs, says, you know what, fuck it. And they just pack up their stuff and leave. Which I've never seen happen. And I've played a lot of shows.
We've been mad close to that.
I've done that once.
I've seen a band just pack up 1.5 songs in and go.
Wow.
The second band comes out, and it was Pony and the Pancake, which is a local, like,
That sounds familiar.
acidy band. And they played with their amps facing backward,
Jesus.
which is weird.
Cutting edge
And their
right
bassist
there.
wasn't there,
Yeah.
and it didn't seem like they could hold it together without him.
That's interesting.
Yeah, then it was 2 16-year-old kids, a guy and a girl who had never met before in real life, and their band was called Cassette Fighter. And they played like lo-fi, like electronic music, but they had never met before, and they'd written all their songs online together.
Oh, that's wholesome. That's cute.
It started that way. So they start playing their music, and everything's going fine for about 30 seconds. The problem was that they had never done this before, and they had only played, like, they had just written stuff online. So they didn't realize if you're going to play a backing track before you need to have some kind of click if there is some silence. So their song, they had a backing track that was like only the verses. So the chorus would come, and as soon as the verse came, they were just lost again. They were not even close.
Honest
So they
mistake.
started the song over like 4 or 5 times. And it got really like sad.
You watched that band's
That's
first
painful.
practice.
I sat there like, can't believe this is really happening.
Wow.
And eventually the guy went, I'm very sorry. And then he just ran to the bathroom and locked himself in there for an hour and a half.
That band,
shit.
that band, the White Stripes.
Yeah. But the girl stayed there, and he just left her there, and she's just standing there in front of this. Like, now there's a lot of people there in the Gnostic temple with the meth lab in the back. And they're all just kind of like waiting for something to happen. And she just busts out a ukulele and starts singing songs and like totally owned it.
Wow.
Hell
And
yeah.
like afterward, like all of us went up to her, were like, I would have just left. Like that was one of the bravest things I've ever seen. Because that was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. And she totally just owned it and just busted out some ukulele songs.
That's another Black
love
Mirror episode pitch where you just have to meet a band from the internet, and the first time you play together
It
is
is
on
just-
stage in front of everyone.
I've already lived that. I don't want to watch that episode. I used to do sound at a club called Bogies, if anybody remembers.
Yeah, I remember Bogies.
For about 4 years.
I remember all those punks outside smoking cigarettes.
Well, when you would work there every night of the week, sometimes you'd get some interesting shows. There was this one band called Eat the Turnbuckle that was a WWF Attitude themed like wrestling band. I don't even know. They came in though. I had no clue because I
Lots of
just
horns.
I would walk in blind in the shit.
Scott.
Yeah, right?
No. That was
They're just playing the Stone
kinda-
Cold theme over and over again,
Yeah.
breaking window panes. Like,
oh, they had those sound clips nonstop. Those sound clips nonstop. They
Hell
were,
yeah.
they were kind of like misfitsy, but I remember they were loading in and the drummer had a limp and some of them had dried up blood all over their faces. And I was like, did these dudes get robbed on tour? I was like, I couldn't
They're getting
pinpoint.
pumped up.
Yeah, there's
They're wrestling pre-show.
there was something off, and then they start playing, and their drummer's completely naked, and at that point I got it, but they start off, someone smashes a light bulb over the other's head, there's a cheese grater, real blood, I mean, it was bad, yeah. Trying to pick up those, 20 XLR cables covered in blood at the end of the night was not fun.
Did you wear gloves?
No, I actually didn't wear gloves.
it's just
That's
bad.
very punk of you.
Blood protocol.
I also saw Gigi Allen's brother shove a stick up his ass on stage there as well, to like 7 people. So there's that.
I wish that Gigi Allen's brother was like really like put together and like had his
Yeah.
shit going for him, but
It was.
Did those 7 people appreciate it though?
I think everybody in the room felt some kind of sadness.
Why can't you be more like your brother G?
What kind of stick?
How big was
Was it a 7A?
It was
it
a
a 5A?
7A.
oh, like a drumstick?
Yeah, drumstick.
Yeah, we're thinking like a twig.
Yeah, no, not a twig, not a twig.
Yeah, dude,
Or
no
like-
problem.
Yeah,
Drumstick.
Ran out, broke a tree.
drumstick.
I got 2-3 up there right now. I don't care.
Did you keep the drumstick?
Somebody had to have taken
It's gotta
that.
be worth
Honestly,
something, right?
I wasn't
Maybe?
keeping tabs on the drumstick.
No, he took it with him.
It's
his
probably
favorite
still there.
drumstick.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be wasting drumsticks. Every time you put a drumstick up your ass, you're gonna
It's-
throw it
it's
away.
your
That's
ass.
it.
Maybe
It's your
he's
ass.
It's like
sponsored.
wearing underwear
Keep
once
it.
and then throwing it out.
Yeah, it's
Nah, he's sponsored.
by
It's
Vic.
ridiculous. So you think he's
by
made of
Vic.
money? Playing to
MeUndies
7 people every
sponsor.
night?
I'm trying to think about. I think I've seen. I saw somebody do a similar spoken word yelling set at Paulie's Hotel once. I think
That sounds about
it was
right.
before
Yeah.
my friend's band.
Sounds like Polly's.
They did that, and then immediately following them was my friend's bluegrass band.
Polly's.
I just remember I came in. It was like maybe like 30 minutes before my friend was supposed to go on, and I just hear him go, CBD. I got that drugstore CBD.
CBD, otherwise known as can't be drugs. In case you didn't know.
Oh man!
So
So
he shoved a drumstick up his ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
should
section
be-
of the podcast is sponsored by Big Firth. If you're going to stick a drumstick up your butt, make it the fine hickory wood of Big Firth drumsticks. They're evenly matched, so every time will be the same experience. for you.
Honestly, the drumstick's probably still in bogeys. We should have probably recorded this in bogeys. We could have broke in,
Oh.
set up. Would have been nice.
that would be great. I'd love to do a felony on air.
Hey, it's possible.
Yeah, live stream it too. Why not?
Yeah.
We're doing crimes right now.
Welcome to everyone I know. We're gonna do
True.
some crimes.
True crime podcast. We are committing crimes.
So everyone knows. Brought to you by Felony.
Brought to you by my attorney. All right, so I think that we should say that we love opening acts.
Yeah,
we love what they
definitely.
do.
Mhm.
I think that sometimes they do some crazy shit, but they do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
And they do it with an earnesty that I think we can all, emulate and aspire to.
Yeah, for sure.
You need 'em.
If you
And
don't
if it-
love me at my stepdad, you can't have me at my Rollins band. you know?
Exactly. Exactly. Oh boy. I gotta try that drumstick trick next time we do a live show.
Yeah, seriously, shit starts going south.
Yeah.
Plan B.
Fucking panic.
On that note, we're moving on now to topic
I'm thankful that bit's only 15 minutes because I got a lot of bad stories like that.
number.
Fuck drumsticks in your ass?
Yeah, about yeah.
No, just weird acts, man.
I aborted the transition because we're still talking.
My bad.
It's okay.
Take it away.
Number 3. Okay, topic number 3. What did we decide? Yes, I know. Okay.
Okay.
There are a lot of lonely people out there, guys.
Yep.
Times
Different
are
strokes,
changing.
different folks.
strokes for different folks. One thing that the internet has done for the best of us is bring communities together,
Yep. For better or for worse.
for better or for worse.
Mostly for worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Anyway, what I think that a lot of these people are missing in their lives, and by these people we mean the bad people on the internet, the good people on the internet, is a little bit of compassion, caring. As Marianne Williamson would say, we're fighting a war of love against a war of hate. And I'd like to find love for these people, specifically the weird conspiracy side of the internet. So if you guys remember dating videos from the 80s, because we're of dating age in the 80s, right?
Good
But somehow
times.
we know
Yeah.
this idea as it's been parroted through TV shows for many, many years. I'd like to do some conspiracy theory dating tapes. What do you guys think? Do you think these people deserve love?
Everyone deserves love. Well, not
Maybe that would help them. It's not a little bit of love. Who
I
knows?
think so. I think that if they had somebody in their life to say, "Hey, QAnon's not real," now come back to bed, then maybe they wouldn't, try to kill people.
Or they tried to build a rocket together to fly it
Yeah,
So that
towards
was
the
a grift, though.
screen.
That
to
was
see
a
if
grift,
it breaks
though.
or if
The
they
guy,
make
the
through.
guy that built the rocket to try to fly off the Earth because he said it was a flat earther was not actually a flat earther. He just wanted to get money together to buld a fucking rocket.
What a
Genius.
poser.
Oh, I hate these fucking phonies in the
Yeah,
scene.
phony
Goddamn
poser,
poser.
man. Get him out.
Scene's really changed,
The Earth
dude.
is flat.
I didn't see one visible diaper at the show last night. Type up. All right, so do you guys want to make some tapes here?
All right, I'll go. My name's Chris. I'm a Virgo. My humps aren't as flat as the Earth. Hey.
Do you guys remember that show Next
Next.
on MTV? Where they would always have like a corny intro like that. It's like, my name's Zach, and if she doesn't like sports, then I'm gonna send her going to the game with a next. And it would be like some corny thing like that. Like they. We should bring Next back for flat earthers. Like for weird, just get all the weirdest people and put them on Next and be like, if he doesn't think the Earth is flat, I'm gonna flatten him with a Next.
There's got to be a dating site for flat earthers. If there's one for juggalos, there's one for flat earthers.
There definitely is.
I see dollar signs.
Make us a little scheme here.
We could make a scheme.
Okay, so flat earth dating site. What's the name for it first? I think we should. It's the most important thing because it's the most customer facing. I mean,
The Shape of Love.
the shape of love.
Damn.
That's
of love is
H1
flat.
probably.
That's the that's once we
reality
get a
television
celebrity
show.
out of this
Yeah.
dating site, then that's their dating show, their flavor of
Yeah.
love dating show. How about
So their cemetery could be called Flatlined.
Flatline.
or just
We're
Flatline.
talking about or flat. Yeah.
why don't we?
Why don't we make a podcast called Flatline?
Yeah, the flat. How
here
you're
we go.
calling the flat line?
Do you think that their dating site is like a Tinder style app, or more of like a Match.com thing where they have to like answer a bunch of quiz questions? About
quiz
flat Earth
questions.
Oh yeah, without a
to
doubt.
like prove.
you gotta
to see if
Oh, yeah.
You got to prove that you're part of the.
The group. Yeah, you gotta know that. You gotta know the
I
right
say
things.
cult, but I don't know. It's really
Is it a cult? Is there a leader?
not
It's
really.
decentralized. That's the problem.
Mark Sargent, right?
Who's
Oh
that?
yeah, that's
Anybody
the,
see
Oh,
Beyond the Curve?
yes.
Yeah.
Beyond
That-
the curve.
that is a romantic comedy almost. That documentary.
Yeah, why was that a romantic comedy? That actually threw me for a loop. I did not
Yeah,
understand why they went off on that tangent.
Because they're trying to make a joke out of him, and I think they were trying to like show the only reason why he's doing this is to get into her pants. the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
It was what he was doing it for initially was to seek the truth, obviously, and
Oh, yeah,
prove
that's-
NASA's wrong. Never a straight answer. Everyone knows that. But I think that eventually, once he got a little clout underneath him, everybody knows once those views start coming in, you gotta cater to your fans, and the only girl in flat Earth he decided to get acquainted with.
I just think the interviews with her is like, oh, it's completely platonic, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go visit her and see. What
Right.
happens. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe.
That was a bit sad.
Yeah, no, it was. That's very sad.
Well,
It's
this
one-
guy isn't like. He didn't end up where he is right now because he's in touch with like reality.
Well, yeah,
So like the fact that she thought it was platonic and he thought it was like.
but she
not that
also
way
believes the Earth is
easy to
flat,
believe.
though.
Yeah.
She knows.
Sorry,
knows,
the
right?
Earth is flat.
sorry.
She knows the truth.
It believes.
yeah, yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's enlightened.
What about the guy who brought the like carpenter's level onto the airplane? He's like, and as you can see, it's completely level.
Oh, my God.
Here's the question about that.
It's indisputable truth. That's the answer.
Here's the question. If you were taking a level to measure the curvature of the Earth while you were in an airplane, couldn't you just set it on the Earth and that would tell you if it was flat or not? Think
Well, it's
about
always
that.
gonna be flat. because
It's always
the Earth's
going to be
Yes.
flat because the Earth is flat. Obviously, we all know that. But if it were
Oh, you're questioning why you brought
if
it
you
up in
put
the
if you put a
airplane.
Yeah,
level
that-
on top of a sphere, it would say, "Oh, this isn't flat. This is a sphere, clearly." And then when you went up in the airplane above the sphere and you did the same thing, it would do the same thing.
How do they explain like if you've ever been on a cruise? I've been on one before, and you can actually see the curve of the Earth in the ocean. Like you can see it with your eyes.
Yeah, when you see a
It's-
ship descending in
Yeah.
the distance
Yeah.
as it
Yeah.
goes over the horizon, yes,
Yeah.
'cause it's
Crazy rationalizations for like everything that you can think of that actually proves
Crazy
it.
proof
Yeah.
is what it is.
Wait, what's the
actually.
camera lens that like flares everything?
fisheye.
Yeah, you didn't know that the government planted like fisheye lenses in your eyeballs?
In my
That's why you
eyes?
see that.
Your
yeah.
eyeballs?
Yeah, so that's why you see that curve. Every time you
Damn,
go on a
dude.
cruise, they knock you out.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're all fishes.
I love the experiment at the end of that documentary, though. Beyond the Curve.
I
Did
don't
you-
remember at the end.
Oh,
Oh
I know
my
that they
God. I was
did.
drinking a
They
lot
did.
while I
Oh,
was
they did the
watching it,
laser
man.
beam thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They did not get the results that they
They're
hoped
like,
for.
turns out, flat, but nope, no, it's not. It's not flat.
Plant interference.
They're like the beam. We spent $40,000 on this laser, and it's not good because like the beam like spread out. That was their problem.
What I want to know is why they believe that Mars is round, but the Earth is flat.
Because you can see Mars.
Yeah, you can see it.
it's
Oh,
a circle.
duh.
Duh.
I thought they just assumed that all the other planets and shit that we can see that are obviously round just happen to be round, flat discs that just happen to all be facing us.
That would be ridiculous. Okay.
Like I thought that's what they believed.
Obviously, the other planets are spheres. We're on a disc. Spheres. Yeah.
I mean, this many people can't be wrong. Flat Earther Society has members all around the world. That's on their
I'm one of
website. All around.
all across the world.
All around the world.
Well, just because
Holy
modern language
shit.
hasn't caught up to the truth of the flatness of the Earth
good
does not
point.
mean that it's
Yep.
Good point. Language is fluid.
not valid.
Yeah.
How else would you say that?
All across the
And all
disc.
all over this bitch. we got people
all spread out over this.
we've got people in Cincinnati. We got people in Chicago. We got people in other parts of Ohio. Are those all in the same state? I don't know much about geography,
Yeah, man.
but I do know the Earth is round.
Are all these things? A lot of the conspiracy theorists like subscribe to more than one conspiracy theory.
Oh, it's like a domino effect. You start believing
Yeah.
more.
Oh,
and then,
yeah.
yeah.
Do flat earthers believe like the Pizzagate stuff and like the birds aren't real stuff?
Oh, man, Mike Cernovich.
Cernovich.
My man Cernovich.
One of my
the
friends
most
hates-
Y'all
prolific
watch-
streamer in the world, Cernovich.
Do you guys
streaming
like Sam
everything.
Cedar at all?
I've never watched the videos,
Yeah.
but I've
Oh, man. I just want to get that sound clip where he's like, "Who's laughing now, Sam?" I want that as my text tone. But
Why won't Dave Rubin debate Sam Cedar?
yo, I don't know, but
He's afraid. He's a fucking coward, and he knows
just
he's
wants to
wrong.
talk ideas.
One of my friends' bands got like threatened by a bunch of those like Pizzagate conspiracy theory people because they played that place that supposedly has
They
like
played
the,
Comet Ping Pong.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the crazy demonic basement or something,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then they made like a joke shirt that was like an upside down pentagram made of pizza and stuff, and like everyone's like, you see, and there's like whole threads that they found on the internet about their band. Like, I think that these guys are like,
They're
in
the
the thing,
epicenter.
like, look at all the pizza imagery and like figure it out, and like people started to reach out to them and stuff. They
no
have,
way
like-
this is a coincidence.
They have
There's
copies
no
of
way.
like the Reddit threads and stuff about
That's
them.
so
That's
good.
great.
What's
Some-
up? What's up with the flat earthers who drink their own piss? Is that a thing? I've heard that from multiple.
No, I don't know. I just know.
I've heard from more than one.
Oh, it
person
has good
that's a
health
thing.
benefits. Wait, I've heard about this.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that those.
Why'd you
Yeah,
throw it away?
supposedly.
Well, it took you so long to make.
But I know that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of them they also go into like because you drink your piss because there's fluoride in the water. Duh.
That's true.
You have to drink the water to produce the piss.
Shut up.
All right, aren't you just recycling fluoride?
No, no.
You're recycling precious piss.
Yes, everyone
Instead of
loves
wasting
piss.
Oh, man.
That would be a checkbox on the dating site.
Yeah, are
Like,
you a
do you
piss
drink
pig?
your own
Piss
piss?
drinker?
Do you drink your own piss?
Is it going to be a problem if I drink my piss around you? Like, there's
Can
like
I
so
drink
many
your
steps.
piss?
How's the piss therapy going?
Well, because there's got to be like dietary stuff on dating sites, you know, and so you just be like, yeah, piss positive, piss negative, good piss, bad piss. Like send us a vial full of your piss. We'll check it for turbidity and color and pH and.
Are
No
you
f-
hydrated?
Exactly.
That should be a real thing on every dating site. How much water do you drink
Yeah.
On a given day.
on a given
You
day?
have to pick on the slider.
Because
how
I feel like it says a
yellow
lot
to
about you
clear.
as a person. Like, if you're trying to drink a lot of water, then you probably like take care of yourself in other ways.
How much water
Guys
do
would
you
start
drink?
lying about that like
I was
crazy.
just
Like,
about to
have,
say
like,
that, dude.
yeah.
Bro, I drink like 80 glasses of water a day. Crush that shit.
You got it. That's where the piss sample comes in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta to become a verified user. You have to send in your piss. It's like, dude, this is water. We know what it is. You watered this down. A drug test.
there's a podcast like this in the future where somebody's ranting about, I'm sick of fucking with these yellow piss fuck boys. They're always in my house, not hydrated. Ask me for money and shit because they ain't got their shit together. I want one of
Stinking
them
up
clear
my
piss
fucking
hydrated ass
bathroom.
motherfuckers.
Walked in there, smelled like asparagus.
Yellow piss boys.
Yellow piss boys. Yellow
A
piss
fucking
boys
band
need
name
not
right there.
apply.
We're on to something.
One of the questions just pizza question mark.
Yeah, pizza, pro pizza, not pizza.
That's a kind of a tricky question on the
Yeah.
Flat Earther website
Yeah.
just because of the Pizzagate weird stuff.
No.
And plus, the pizza pie is a flat, you know?
Yeah,
It's
it
a
could
flat
be a
of
really good
pizza
symbol.
pie.
What
of-
about pizza
man.
balls?
I was gonna say, let's get Americ Andre.
Wait a second.
It's funny how flat pizza is real, round Earth is real, flat Earth not real, round pizza not real.
It's completely real. I've seen it.
Yeah.
No,
I've
it's
seen
not
it with
real.
my eyes.
Yep.
I've seen it with my round eyes.
Round,
Just saying.
Describe brown pizza. Is the cheese and stuff on the inside and the whole outside is
Yeah,
crust?
personally, I've never
Or
seen what you're talking
is it
about.
like
Have you ever
a
watched
ball of
Eric Andre
crust?
before?
I have. I don't think I've
covered
seen
in-
this particular skit though.
He just gets a bunch of pizzas and mashes them together. And runs
Time
around
to
screaming,
deliver
"Time
a
to the pizza ball." It's fucking hilarious because
Damn.
Eric Andre.
He's the Dada artist of our generation.
I fucking love him.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I actually have his vinyl up on the wall over there.
Yeah, he
Blarf.
got the blarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, I feel like we've gone away from our premise, which is flat Earth dating
Oh, yeah.
tapes. Sup, guys? I'm Ethan. Everybody knows curvature of the
D&D voice.
Earth. Drink 400 glasses of water a day. I just want to know any ladies that like to lay down flat on my bed with me.
And I definitely don't live in my mom's basement.
Shut up, Mom! Mom, I'm doing a very important video. How do you think I'm going to get out of this house? I'm going to move to this girl's house. If you got a futon, hit me up.
Proceeds.
Anything above a pull-out couch, I'm totally down with.
This is Ben. This is my dating video. I was just wondering if there's like any women on this website. I haven't seen one yet, and I was just curious. Like, I want to believe that they exist, but I haven't seen one on the website. So if you're female at all, just like hit me up.
That's the truest example of it.
It's just like thousands of dudes like arguing over flat Earth here, but there's no women on the website.
It's just a forum.
Is anyone else feeling brave? Want to throw a tape out?
I'm drawing blanks.
Hi, my name is Elaine, and I'm totally real.
Send me your credit card number and your social security number as well.
And I'd be honored to be your flat wife.
You can pay me as flat as the earth.
I may believe that the earth is flat, but my chest is not.
Is it unethical to catfish flat earthers? Because I'm really thinking about it right now.
Well, here's what I here's what I have to say about conspiracy.
Unethical, yes. Fun,
Yes.
probably.
Here's what I have to say about conspiracy theorists. Most conspiracy theories end up in anti-Semitism because
Ooh, yeah.
conspiracy
Yep.
theory
Always.
has always been a way to flip the roles between the oppressor and the oppressed. Flat Earth, I'm not sure how that one comes in. I don't know how you end up on Jewish people being the problem, but if that is the case, then yes, you can totally catfish them. You can ruin their life. You can turn them into your financial dom. You can turn them into your little piss pig. I don't care.
Piss pig.
Piss pig. Yeah.
Don't act like that's
Fucking hip.
I mean, yeah.
Catch the wave, dude.
Is that like a piggy bank for piss?
No. Piss pig is just someone who likes to be pissed on
Yeah,
and
you know.
embarrassed and degraded.
Yeah.
And it's completely fine as long as you're not anti-Semitic.
Someone over here has never been pissed on.
Clearly, live a little,
Guess not.
Keefer.
Damn.
Yeah.
I've also never had a drumstick in my ass. But who knows what tomorrow holds for me?
Yeah. Well, how old are you?
28.
Well, you got like 3 more years.
True. Piss and drumsticks in my future.
You can knock all this out by the end of the day.
I got
know
a
what
full
I'm doing
bladder.
after this.
So, yeah.
What else is on your list? Like we could.
Who wants to piss on me? right now.
If you want to piss on Keefer of Spellrunner, please send in $5 at your entry.
It's gotta be a
at
raffle.
Podcast.
Just
I have-
send your piss.
I have
Send
a,
the piss, yeah.
I have a lot of hair. It soaks up a lot of piss. Just saying. It's like I'm like a mop if you flip me upside down.
You're like, it's like a.
It was someone just picking you up by your legs and dunking you in a bucket full of piss.
Yo, there's
on their
gotta
floor
be
with it.
there's gotta be weird sub-dom porn of that.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Like a
But
body
that can't be the
mop.
same as like getting pissed on though. You're getting dunked into piss.
Yeah,
Chris,
it's like a
that's true,
swirly with
yeah.
piss.
Fetishes are about specificity.
Well, a lot of people
I'm
like
sorry.
to.
Is a fucking Walmart brand pizza tiny bagel like substance the same as Bagel Bites?
No.
No. Did you want mom to buy you the store brand Bagel Bites?
No.
Then we're dunking Keefer head first
go.
into a bucket of piss.
Go.
All right.
If you subscribe to Patreon, you can see me dumped in piss.
At the $15,000 level.
We're also very piss positive.
Yeah.
Very sad. We're,
Yeah, I mean,
we're in
fuck
no
it.
way king shaming
I'll
you.
get pissed on. I
If
don't
you're
care.
listening
Fuck
right
it.
now and you like to pretend to like be a chair.
Run
or
up on me on the
something,
street,
that's
piss on me, I
totally
don't
cool.
care.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless you're that dude on Lark Street that I've been hearing a lot about. Maybe not his piss, but
Oh, yeah.
everybody else's piss.
There's like a bioterrorist on Lark Street.
Oh yeah, that's a real thing.
Going on? Wait, wait. This just in breaking Albany news.
It's kind of old news. It was a few weeks ago, but there's this dude that just like he's like a street dude that just like rolls around, but he's very like aggressive and he'll start fights. And apparently he'll tell you that he has like hepatitis and then like spit blood at you and stuff. He's like
Oh, that's not good.
he's a real life zombie. He's like walking around.
I guess you know Nick Workle. You guys know Nick Workle. He owns Post. that
Okay, I
wine
know
bar.
Post.
I've
Yeah.
been to Post.
He was,
Cool
I guess he was outside, like just sketching on the little chalkboard, and the dude like knocked him in the back of the head and just kept cruising. Yeah.
Jesus.
So shout out
You
to
dropped
Nick's
an
head.
F-bomb on him too, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But he's a terror.
Not talking
Lark
about
Street's
the
a
word
fun
fuck, by the
place.
way.
Yeah, Lark Street could get wild.
Yeah.
I like living up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live down in Delaware. It's a lot quieter.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, I live in the war zone.
With
The piss
with
zone.
12 o'clock crew.
Central.
So,
12 o'clock, boys.
Yo, 12 o'clock boys are cool.
Yo, you think
Oh,
you
yeah,
could
they're
get
cool,
the
fun.
12 o'clock boys to just actually organize and get rid of this
Take 'em away.
hepatitis zombie guy? Take him away.
I mean,
on
we're
their
not
ATVs?
advocating for murder on here. Maybe we'll get him treatment.
No, when I said
That's
take
what I
care
was
of, I didn't
saying.
mean it in like
the 12 o'clock
in like
boys
the-
pick
Take
him up and
care of
take
him.
him somewhere.
Get him
yeah.
some treatment.
No, they get him a 4-wheeler or whatever, and then he joins the gang.
Maybe he
Yeah,
just
yeah,
needs a
maybe.
little flat earth in his life.
That's true.
He's looking for love. He wants to be loved, like everybody does.
Hi, my name's Lark Street Bioterrorist. I think the Earth is round, but I don't like piss either, so I don't really know why I'm on this site. But
If you don't have
me up if
hepatitis, you'll have it soon.
if you want hepatitis, I got hepatitis. Yeah, just hit me up.
You, me, and Hep C.
No.
Oh, I love it. Well, folks,
We'll wrap this up.
on that note, if you're still listening, thank you so much for listening.
We appreciate you. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Spell Runner.
Thanks for having us.
We didn't
Oh.
talk enough about your music, guys.
Yeah,
are
let's
awesome,
have a
by the way.
sincere
Like-
moment here.
Yeah, yeah, like
Thank you.
seriously.
Thank you.
Your music's very good.
Awesome.
It's very,
I'm not
very
motioning
good.
to anything.
I thought you had a record.
Just making
over here.
myself big.
Yeah.
You guys, your music's very, very cool. It is not chill, and your mom may not like it. It's very good. I really like your name, by the way,
Thank
Spell
you.
Runner. It looks very good in print.
It took a long time for us to
Figure
get
that
that
out.
out. It took a while, but
If you really like to be dominated and you hate yourself, get a group of like 3 or 4 other people and try and name a band.
yeah.
That's
Or
like
start a
the best
podcast.
way to learn. That's how you self-harm.
You guys have anything to plug? Any shows coming up? Anything like that?
We currently don't have shows coming up. We have some things in the work that we need to talk amongst ourselves. But we do have a record that came out
Yes.
this past April, always
Yes.
on the cool
Came
Fuzz
out
Records.
Records. What's up, Josh?
420, baby.
Yeah, it came out on
Blaze it.
420. Buy that shit.
There's some cool
Where
colors.
can they find it at?
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, spellrunner.
.net.
.bandcamp.com.
Also spellrunner.net.
Yes.
We're also on Instagram.
Fuzzrex.com. Scott.
Fuzzrex.com.
Very
Shout out
good.
to Josh.
Good job on the .net, by the way.
Yeah.
You guys got
I
your
like that.
actual name.
I grabbed it. I don't even think any of them know about the actual website.
That's
I
a
put it
website.
together.
It's got a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
spooky picture of all you guys on there.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
to use that more and send it
Sure
out, let
do.
people know.
Yeah, I took that.
Yeah, we got a website. It's fucking trash.
Yeah.
Put any work into it whatsoever.
All right, folks.
Yeah, if you're listening, thanks for listening. Thanks again, guys, for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fun.
thank you.
If you want to support us on Patreon, check out Spell Runner. They're fucking awesome. And be nice to each other, right?
Be nice. And check out Spell
Focus in your down.